6 things here. Symptoms of depression. Number 1, not wanting to go out or take part in activities that were previously enjoyable. You don't like to do stuff that you used to enjoy, you don't do them anymore. Number 2, withdrawing from social contact with friends and or family. It's another symptom of depression. You just don't want to be around anybody. And I know what that's like. In fact, I think in this sermon manuscript, I quoted from Proverbs 18:1, a man who isolates himself seeks his own desire. He rages against all wise judgment. Isolating ourselves is not a good thing to do. It can be profoundly dangerous. In fact, in scripture, I think that there's a lot to commend the fact that Jesus sent people out to do evangelism in twos. And when Elijah had Elisha with him, things were pretty good and things were going well. When Elijah was all by himself, he thought he was the last believer left on earth. Remember after the showdown with the prophets of Baal in, is it 1 Kings 18? And he runs off because Jezebel's after him and he's all by himself. They have torn down your altars and killed your prophets and I alone am left. I'm the only person left. Remember God's response? No, you're not, Elijah. I have reserved 7,000 who have not bowed the knee to Baal. Thirdly, difficulties in concentrating or sleeping. You can't concentrate very well on things, or it's very challenging to do it and you can't sleep well. Fourthly, feeling overwhelmed, guilty, or frustrated. A lot of times depression is brought on by our own struggles with sin. It's not external things, it's feeling defeated by certain sins or feeling like the damage that I have done is so great that nothing I do from now on really matters because I've failed so badly in this, that, or the other way. 5, experiencing negative thoughts. That's an understatement. 6, feeling sick, tired, or run down all the time. Okay, so those are the symptoms of depression. Depression can be caused by physiological factors. It can be caused by life circumstances. Usually it's kind of a combination of both. Depression is not a big monster. You know, I was doing fine, then all of a sudden I was attacked by this giant grizzly bear called depression, and now there's nothing I can do about it. That's not true. It's hard to shake it sometimes, to climb out of the hole of depression. But let's look at one more important contributor to depression in general and spiritual depression in particular. Spurgeon believed in an actual devil. This creature does not originate or cause depression, but like a lion drawn to the weakened zebra in the herd, this evil creature, the devil, derives peculiar pleasure from devouring those who are lame, sick, or debilitated. In other words, quote, the great enemy makes a dead set at anxious souls, end quote. I think there's a lot of truth to that. The times in my life where a number of very difficult, dark providences, as the Puritans called them, have happened, difficulties in life, or dumb things that I've done, a lot of those things take place together very often. It's almost like Satan's waiting for you to have your guard as low as it can be to launch an attack. And it's not necessarily always even the devil. A lot of times our own sinful flesh, our own sinful hearts seem to rear their heads when we're suffering like this.